relatively small field, probably about 18 to 20 competitors in this one, which is probably the perfect size, to be honest with you. See, Adam Cease gets it. It's going to be a wild race, and I could not agree more, buddy. I think this one's going to be fun. Austin Mitchell locks it up into turn one into the keyhole. Way out of the throttle. "100 seconds remain. Ethan Viedfu still at the top. Austin Mitchell in the Cheddar's number 8 machine goes around. Got a couple number 6s in. Here's Lieben Van Leer. Why don't they come here? It's a great racetrack for these next gens. Kind of built like sports cars anyway. Van Leer locks the brakes. Jonathan Green takes advantage. What is going on? Do you guys see that too? Do you see all the gravel and all the dirt that's being thrown? Dang, Green hit that pretty good. Corkscrew's pretty tough. Uncharacteristic to combine these two forces in the next gens. The NASCARs. WeatherTech Laguna Seca, but I tell you what, these guys are figuring out this racetrack pretty quickly. Nathan McLaughlin is about 2 seconds off the leader's pace, and Ethan Viedfu. Anything can happen with Ethan Viedfu. 15 seconds remain in practice. Hunter 1024_4. Good to see you, buddy. Turn one. Tight hairpin turn. Here's the defending race winner at Michigan a few moments ago, trying to figure out this speedway 15th quick for him. And that's going to throw the checkered flag on our practice session. We are now going to go over to, I believe, single car qualifying. Let's see who's going to lead us out. Best corner in all of racing. Right there. The corkscrew. Limited visibility with the up. The uphill. Here's Marty Schmela, who should be leading us out. There's a ban? Is TikTok getting banned? I've been hearing that for like 2 years. A goofy lad. He's mimicking you. He's being a little goofy. Here's Marty Schmee. The last time we came out to Laguna Seca in the IndyCar, got himself a win. You can see he's beached himself there. Goes through the sand trap, coming back onto the speedway in that major steep grade. Throwing a lot of sand, a lot of dirt. Setting up the corkscrew, hard left-hander. Immediately downhill to the right. You can see all the dirt that's on the asphalt there. Schmela's going to be one to watch if he can figure out this race car. Ran very well in the IndyCar. Had a battle to the end on a last lap pass with, I believe it was Levi Heilman. Schmela out of the final set of corners. Heads on to the uphill. Let's ride on board. Let's take a lap around for qualifying. Was a 17-year-old kid from Wisconsin. Defending winner at Laguna Seca, Marty Schmela. Hairpin, tight corner, all the way down to first gear, letting it roll, drifts right, back to the throttle as hard as you can do it, already up into third gear. I thought he was going to shift it into third. Jerry Jackson, all right, this is what I like to see. My favorite track, WeatherTech Laguna Seca. I love it. And we got the next-gen stock cars here, too, a little bit loose on the exit of turn number 5. Left-hander for him. This one has been causing everybody fits. Go down there, avoid that turtle sliding out of the corner under the VP Racing Fuels bridge. And this corner right here can set you up for success or failure. You can see Shmela misses it just a little bit, climbs the hill, headed into the corkscrew. Look at the lack of visibility here. Can't see a daggone thing. Hard left, braking, lets it roll, immediate right-hander. Nice little sweeping corner there, sets up a hard right-hander, hits the rumble strips, the apex down to the bottom. And in the final left-hander, headed home on the front stretch, Marty Shmela for his first time lap in qualifying. Shmela jumps to P2 behind Ethan Vietfu, 6, almost 7/10 of a second off the leader's pace. Here's Casey Sprinkle. One thing about qualifying, you have to keep it on the racing surface. If you go off course at all, get a 0x for off track, your lap time is not going to count. Butt Guy, Owen Butt Guy. Whoops, hitting the wrong buttons here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup for today's feature. Our final feature of the night. Only had a couple guys that were able to post a lap. James Thurston jumps the number 6 of Ethan Vietfuso, the 2024 Asphalt 500 champion of James Thurston, going to be leading this field of next-gen stock cars to the green flag here at WeatherTech Laguna Seca. Ethan Vietfu on the outside of row number 1, Marty Shmela P3, Nathan McLaughlin in the 5-7 rounds out your Fast 4 top 5 qualifier. United States Navy Sailor in the number 85 machine, Alfonso Claudio outside. Row number 3, Paxton Brandon in the number 94. Row number 4 will be Seth Mosby in the 2s, and Casey Sprinkle finally got herself, I guess it doesn't matter. A clean lap into the number 59 will be starting in the 8th position. Row number 5 in the number 34 machine, Liquid Death Chevy Camaro, Jim Planey in the number 9 position, and defending race winner at Michigan International Speedway, Skylar Comstock, looking to go back-to-back in the number 28 machine. This is going to be a short race. We've had them all night long for our 4-race Friday night feature. Sprint races to inspire some aggressive moves. See, a goofy lad saying, if Butt Guy is his real name, hey, Siri, shut the hell up. Don't say it like that. I didn't mean it like that, Siri. I'm sorry. Please don't eliminate me when you become sentient. A goofy lad saying if McLaughlin can make it through the initial traffic, I think he's a good shot at winning this thing. Let's see where he's at right there in the 3rd and 4th spot, row number 2. So goofy lad pointing out he thinks that Nathan McLaughlin, if he can just survive the initial start, look at all that debris. If you look at the qualifying times, though, McLaughlin's about 2 seconds off the leader's pace in James Thurston and Ethan Vietfu. I think it's going to be a pretty good battle between both of those longtime competitors here in the Asphalt Official Series in James Thurston and Ethan Vietfu. Vietfu, remember, has been robbed every time he comes out here. Look at this field pacing through the corkscrew. This is going to be so much fun to watch. I'm going to love to see it. And I know you guys are too. Whoa, we got him wrecking already. Seth Mosby loses it on the pace field. Everybody's going to jump up. We're going to clear their penalties. 12 laps is the distance. Each competitor has a faster pair, and we might throw a competition caution to send them to overtime. We'll see how it plays out. James Thurston and Ethan Vietfu set to do battle with 32 cars back behind. Green flag is out here at Laguna. Whoa, Thurston, we're wrecking the back. Lieben Van Leer, the number 25, Quintana goes around. Thurston overcooks it. Gets up almost into the crowd. Oh my God, 3 wide by Marty Schmela, stealing it. Unbelievable door banging, tight racing for the top 7. Ethan Vietfu gets slideways on corner exit at turn number 3. And look at that, a goofy lad was saying if McLaughlin could survive the initial craziness, he might have a shot to win it. He is clear for the 3rd position. McLaughlin in 3rd. Marty Schmela, the defending race winner here at Laguna Seca in the Indy cars, goes around. No, he saves it, locks it up, but he's going to have to fight his way back in the uphill. Thurston, the race leader, had an issue there in turn number 1. You can see into the corkscrew, times it perfectly and gets that car to rotate on the right-hander. Sweeping downhill. Very, very loose corners. You can see him slideways on corner exit. Nathan McLaughlin in the 2nd spot. Ethan Vietfu going to have to work his way back around him. Paxton Brandon and Skylar Comstock already up 5 spots from the start of this race. Oh, Vietfu goes wide. Comstock gets to the inside. Vietfu settles in the 4th position. James Thurston, McLaughlin, they make contact for the lead. Cooking the corner the first lap was Nathan McLaughlin and Thurston. Now the 5-7 trying to fight into the lead. Dot, how do you join? All you got to do on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, search Asphalt Media in the hosted sessions. The password will be Asphalt for some of them, but tonight we have it open to anybody and everybody. Barn burner of brewing here at Laguna Seca. Thurston swings it a little bit wide, jumps over the rumble strips under the VP Racing Fuels bridge we go. Perfect corner, you got to have it. And McLaughlin hits it, Thurston did not. Way wide on the left-hander here to the corkscrew. Thurston extends the gap to over a second here with 11 laps to go, coming to 10 laps to go. A short race. Look at this battle back here for the 5th position. Ben Pivot, Austin Mitchell, Ethan Vietfu, and Marty Schmela. Oh, everybody swings it wide on the final left-hander. .7 seconds is the gap between James Thurston and Nathan McLaughlin. Right now, these guys are about 8 seconds off the leader's pace with 10 laps to go. Ben Pivot holding on from the defending race winner, Nathan McLaughlin, number 28. Excuse me. So we're running the Sonoma setup here at Laguna. It's kind of a similar style, similar heat, similar racing surface as what we would see at Sonoma, since they don't have a Laguna Seca actual setup for these 7th generation stock cars. Kind of experimenting with what sort of setup we can run. So Sonoma seems to be a pretty daggone good one. A lot of loose race cars. It's the only gripe and complaint that I can hear so far. And with all that sand on the speedway, you can see all those rocks getting kicked up on the surface. Ben Pivot working his way up 11 spots right now. The White Rabbit, biggest mover of the race. Owen Butt Guy cracks the top 10. And we have a caution. I'm throwing a caution. I'm not going to let Thurston have a 3-second. He's probably going to have himself about a 15-second advantage. I want to give Butt Guy an opportunity to win. So rolling around, first and second, 3 seconds in between. James Thurston and Nathan McLaughlin. Marty Schmela in a dogfight now with Ethan Vietfu riding on the rear view with Marty Schmela. Vietfu inches closer. You can see all that sand on the racetrack throwing up some smoke. It's going right on board with Ethan Vietfu. I think Vietfu might be a little bit faster than Schmela. Just difficult to pass. There's only like 3 or 4 passing zones. Nice corner for Vietfu. Gets right to the back bumper of Marty Schmela. Going to be in a drag race on the uphill, headed into the corkscrew. Side by side, tight racetrack here. One of them's going to have to give, and Schmela leaves it open, relegates the position. The number 6 moves up into the podium spot. Now Vietfu with a clean racetrack. He's got about 6 seconds that he's going to have to make up, but more importantly for him, this is going to be an opportunity for him to learn the racetrack with no practice repetitions for any of these drivers to figure out this racing surface here at Laguna Seca. Again, this is something that you don't normally see. NASCAR at WeatherTech Laguna Seca, you can see how much of a elevation gain and loss there is from moment to moment. And I see you guys talking about it in the chat at Goofy Land saying, what I've noticed is that these cars love to understeer and oversteer. Yeah, it seems like you can never really settle in. You can never really take a breather. You always got to be elbows up. Let's go back through this field. Everybody's spaced out here. 12 laps was the entire distance of the event. Here's Dylan Burks right now in the 10th position. First time racing in the Asphalt Official Series. You can see him locking up just a little bit into turn number 1. Hairpin corner. He's going to be fighting with Jonathan Green in the 517 here in just a moment. Alfonso Claudio in the 85 machine all by himself. The 55 of Chase Willis. Ben Kuhn. Alex Reed. And the leader, James Thurston. Thurston's pretty good everywhere, to be honest with you. Kistin Dean May, thank you very much for the follow and welcome to Asphalt Media. I appreciate you being here, but every time you guys have some sort of name that's all like jumbled together, I'm worried about saying it because sometimes my brain is a little bit too slow. Can't make out the words in time, and sometimes I say some misogynistic stuff because I read. Thurston out there all by himself. 7 seconds over second place Nathan McLaughlin. Vietfu, Schmela spread out. So this is going to be an opportunity for these guys. Look at this Butt Guy. We're following Butt Guy all race long. The 26 gets to the inside of Paxton Brandon. Takes the spot away up into the 6th spot for the number 26 of Owen Butt Guy. Adam Cease, you know I got some tricks up my sleeve. I'm going to pull a rabbit out of a hat. Oh, Paxton Brandon forces the issue. Nice battle with Butt Guy. Riding on the rear view of the number 26 of Owen, Butt Guy. Battling for the 6th position in the uphill headed into the corkscrew. See, Jasper's like, give me Butt Guy for the 2024 Asphalt Champion. Kale, thank you very much for the follow. And look at this, Butt Guy is on rails. Oh, man, Butt Guy gets loose. I love it. Owen, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. But you are plowing your way through the field, if you know what I'm saying. So again, those of you just now tuning in, we are betting the farm on Owen Butt Guy, who is the White Rabbit biggest mover of the race. Halfway through the feature with 6 laps to go, Owen Butt Guy has picked up 12 spots, and he is looking for more. We will be following. Brucey, this is it. Nathan McLaughlin got passed by Ethan Vietvu. We missed it on our screen. The 6 gets back up into the 2nd spot. He's about 12 seconds off the race leader of James Thurston. Oh, Vietvu goes a little wide. 5 laps remain. And I'm going to let James Thurston mentally prepare for this. His 13-second lead is going to be all for nothing here in just a few moments. Oh, Assman goes wide. Assman! Butt Guy turns it around. No! Owen Butt Guy. Oh, no. Hang in there, Butt Guy. Keep it tight. Jasper, save my parlay. Butt Guy goes around, but he only loses 2 spots. Here's Alex Reed. Way off pace there. Just trying to stay out of the way. Just trying to have a good time. He's on a Friday cruise. What? Dude, look at this. Look at the sponsor on Corey Johnson. Trojan Magnums is coming up to the rear end of Butt Guy. The Trojan Magnum number 70 of Corey Johnson is closing in on the rear end of Owen Butt Guy. What are we doing? We've lost the neighborhood. Gordon T, thank you very much for the heart meat and the marvelous confetti. You're the best. You're the biggest spender here in the Asphalt Official Series. For those of you guys just now tuning in, Owen Butt Guy has the Trojan Magnum number 70 of Corey Johnson right on his heels. I hope Owen Butt Guy. Oh, we got one wide. The 94 of Paxton Brandon loses the 6th spot, and he's going to lose the 7th spot to Owen Butt Guy, coming up with a full head of steam. 4 laps to go. Again, we will be throwing the competition caution to send these guys to Asphalt Official Series Overtime, presented to you by Spoiler Diecast. Butt Guy closing in on Paxton Brandon. Let's ride on board with Owen Butt Guy. Oh, Butt Guy gets loose. Butt Guy gets loose. The 94 playing defense there. Closes within a car length underneath the Firestone Bridge. Butt Guy sends it in deep. Oh, I love it, dude. Nobody wrecked Butt Guy. Butt Guy moves up into the 7th position. I'm a child. With 3 laps to go, once James Thurston gets close, we've been following the story of the 26 of Owen Butt Guy from Canada. But James Thurston has absolutely waxed the field with a 12-second advantage over second place Ethan Vietfu. We will be sending these guys to Asphalt Official Series Overtime, presented to you by Spoiler Diecast, with just 3 laps to go. They've only got 1 attempt at it. Let's go ahead and throw the yellow flag now. Let's get as many drivers as we can get back on the lead lap to close out our Friday night feature. Right now, the 96 of James Thurston, who has currently scored the race leader, is ripping his virtual sim rig off his desk. He's white knuckling. He's white knuckling, just thinking about the opportunity for Butt Guy to dice and cut his way through the field to squeeze in the middle. There's going to be some tight holes for Butt Guy to get through, but he's going to do it. So Thurston is the race leader. We're going to overtime. It's going to be a 2-lap dash to the finish. But the story of the day, Owen Butt Guy. Oh, goofy lad. He's got plenty of tire. Thurston's one of the best. I'm fairly confident that James Thurston is still going to reign victorious here at Laguna Seca. Someone find me Butt Guy's TikTok. I want to reach out to him and ask him to come back. There's so many opportunities for innuendos. Adam sees Thurston's not mad. He's a good guy. He pulls up behind the iRacing official safety car to pace for a lap or 2. I'm going to bring in a couple competitors in the chat while we're pacing. I think with how Thurston was on the initial start of the race, I don't think he's really worried at all. Plus, he has the advantage of being scored the control car. He can go whenever the safety car dives to pit lane. He can pretty much go whenever he wants to once he gets to the front stretch. So you're seeing this strategy here. You see James Thurston scrubbing the tires, getting all that dirt off. A lot of smoke. I think at the stripe, we're going to go ahead and put him in a restart formation. We do have a couple lap cars that are still going to be trying to get their laps back. Ethan Vietfu took a peek down pit lane, faked us all out. Lights surrounding the iRacing Vittle pace car. This time we're going 2x2 for a 2-lap dash to the finish in Asphalt Official Series Overtime. Lots of cars outside the top 5 have elected to come down pit lane and put some tires on the daggone thing. So there's going to be differing tire strategies to close out Friday night feature. They should be able to catch the field by the time we get back to the start-finish line to actually get a field of drivers to be able to come out here and race. Right now we've only got 5. I've got about $30 in my account and I'm putting it all on this guy. Butt Guy, do it. Butt Guy, you better send it in there deep. Owen Butt Guy steals the show. Asphalt Official Series Overtime. presented to you by Spoiler Diecast. We've got the field. We've got the butt guy. Thirteen drivers remain in the field. You had to race the first 10 laps, now you got to race the last two. Two completely different races. James Thurston, Ethan Vietfu, Marty Schmela, and Nathan McLaughlin take them to it. Overtime, presented to you by Spoiler Diecast, underway. Green flag is out, 2 laps to go. Look at that. Oh, you knew Thurston was going to take a shot. Ethan Vietfu gets down to the inside. Through the keyhole, great racing so far. Nathan McLaughlin right there waiting for an opportunity to pounce. Locks it up in the 5-7. Thurston gets himself clear. Ethan Vietfu on the outside gets into the sand. Thurston in the 96 gets himself clear of it, so that 12-second gap, like I said, I thought Thurston was probably going to be the one to beat. And now McLaughlin, a goofy lad saying McLaughlin had to survive the initial craziness to get himself a win. Right now he's in the second spot. He's about a second back. Oh, they both go wide through the sand. Ethan Vietfu makes hard contact to the outside tire barrier, and Thurston's going to scoot away. Through the corkscrew, Schmela up in the second spot, 2 seconds back to Thurston. Side by side for a moment, briefly. Ben Pivot took a peek. Thurston in his own area code already, over 2 seconds. And he's going to see the white flag this time. James Thurston takes him to it. 1 lap remains, presented to you by Spoiler Diecast. All but guys off the track. Daggone it. Currently on your screen watching the battle for second position. Defending race winner Marty Schmela came in the Indy cars a couple months ago. McLaughlin swings wide. And Comstock is there to take the spot away. Smooth sailing for the 96 of James Thurston. Nobody has had anything for him all race long. The 96 came in here, took the lead, got it out to about 13 seconds over Ethan Vietfu before the competition caution to set up overtime. And in just 2 laps is all it took to get him a 4-second lead over Marty Schmela in the second position. He's just got one more left-hander. The Asphalt 500 champion for the year 2024 takes the final left and takes it home on the front stretch. James Thurston wins it here at Laguna. One more peek at Owen Butt Guy. James Thurston is your winner. And I doubt we're going to get him in the chat. We'll see here. I'm over on the Discord now. And there he is, right on cue. James Thurston, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
My man, the 96 on rails. You are hauling in the mail a rocket. You were driving out there tonight. Had yourself like a 13 to 15 second gap before we threw the yellow flag to make it a little bit interesting for an overtime finish, but you were able to run away and almost get a 5-second lead before we got to the checkered flag in just 2 laps. My guy, I didn't realize you were so good on the road course, man. Congratulations on our first ever combo of Next Gens at Laguna Seca. How'd you get it done?
Yeah, we just went out there. I'd never run this combo before, personally. I've raced this car on a lot of road courses. I did win that Glen race in Asphalt a couple weeks ago. Maybe it was a month ago at this point. I don't know how long ago that was, but yeah, we just came out here, set a great lap in qualifying, and just threw this thing at the sand, basically, and just went through all the marbles and things thrown on the track and the gravel, and pulled off some really good lap times. Got a huge lead, and we won the race. Yeah, it's just a great race for Power Smash Infinity Speed Motorsports, and yeah, thanks for putting us on.
Absolutely. I want to get your perspective on things since you've turned a lot of laps here. How do you think the combo itself went and the setup that we used for Sonoma? Did it synergize well? Was it a good combo?
Yeah, I thought it felt pretty good. I mean, obviously the setup's not meant for this track. There's a couple areas where it felt a little bit wonky, but specifically that one kink going onto the backstretch, the bottom of the car seemed to really like to touch the track there, and it would bring the rear end right around. But I mean, other than that, I thought it handled really well. It's a super fun combo with this car. I think you can use more of the racetrack with this car than you can most of the cars that like actually race here. But yeah, just super fun race for that one right there.
My man, James Thurston, thank you so much for the feedback, and thank you for being a part of the Asphalt Media family. Picks up yet again another victory, this time at Laguna Seca. And ladies and gentlemen, I got a Christmas party to go to, so unfortunately we're going to have to close things up. That's why we opened it up a little bit earlier than what we normally would at 5 p.m. instead of 6:45. Next week, the schedule is going to get a bit weird, but I'll say this now. I don't know which day we're going to do it, but we are running a Christmas-themed race. Be on the lookout next week. I will post the schedule and the race itself in the Discord. So if you guys are new, come on back out to the Asphalt Official Series Discord, discord.gg/asphaltmedia, or click on the link in our TikTok bio, unknown. Thank you very much for the follow. Adam Cease, thank you very much for the words of encouragement. We will see you guys sometime next week. I will let you guys know the date and time for our Christmas-themed race. Christmas in a cornfield. Christmas in a cornfield, making it third. What is this, third? We've been doing this for 3 years now. This is crazy. We got to get Butt Guy back in the feature somehow. I'm going to reach out to him. I'm going to email him. I'm going to send him we're going to send in a cipher. We're going to find out all the information on Owen Butt Guy. We got to get him back. Thank you guys for tuning in to our Friday night feature. I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday. We will see you again next week for the Christmas in a Cornfield, 3rd annual Christmas in a Cornfield. Have a wonderful weekend, everybody, and do not forget to keep on kicking asphalt. Have a wonderful night. Ho, ho, ho.